I'll open the General Committee meeting on Monday the 11th of November 2024. It is now 5:30 p.m. In accordance with the Local Government Act of 1993, Cowra Council is recording General Committee and Council meetings. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and will be uploaded on Tuesday morning. By speaking at these meetings, you agree to being recorded. Please ensure that when you speak at this meeting that you ensure you are respectful to others and use appropriate language at all times. Cowra Council accepts no liability for any defamatory or offensive remarks or gestures made during the course of this meeting. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather, the Wiradjuri people, and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. We have an apology from Councillor Watt, who is ill. Can I have a move of that? Thank you, Councillor Horton. Seconder, Councillor.
Can we have an apology for Paul Devery?
Yes, we will have an apology from Paul Devery, our GM. And note that the Director of Infrastructure and Operations is the acting GM. Now, seconder was Councillor Speechley. All in favour? Thank you. Do we have any disclosures of interest? Council and staff, please indicate in relation to any interest you may need to declare. A, what report item you are declaring an interest in. B, whether the interest is pecuniary or non-pecuniary. C, what is the nature of the interest? Do I have any declarations? Nothing, thank you. We have no public presentations and no one at the public forum. Item 2 is the confirmation of the minutes of the General Committee meeting held on the 14th of October 2024. Can I have a mover for that? Councillor Kiss, Councillor Horton, thank you. Any comment on those minutes? Write a reply, Councillor Kiss. All those in favour? Thank you. We now go to the Director of Corporate Services. 3.1, Section 355, Committee Draft Minutes, the Australian Chapter of the World Peace Bell Association. Councillor Downing, thank you. Councillor Horton, thank you. Councillor Downing?
Yes, we just have two lots of minutes, one from the 10th of September and then one for the final meeting of this year, which is the 22nd of October, which the 10th of September basically covers updates for the Youth Peace Forum and the Rotary Peace Dinner, which was just our planning part of that. And then we had a really nice morning tea at the Japanese Gardens on the 22nd of October for our final meeting. And we had a World Peace Day debrief, so it was just a relaxed gathering. We had over 100 students and teachers attend on the day. We had the first showing of the Peace Bell Committee's new informational video, and then that was funded by Miss Weir's generous bequest. And that was about it. We've wrapped up now, and our next meeting won't be until March 2025. Does anyone have any questions?
Do I have Councillor Horton?
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to add my voice and congratulations. This year seemed to be really successful in terms of engagement, particularly around the youth aspect, and at the dinner which I attended, we had a guest speaker who was really engaging, I thought. So, yeah, just a shout out and congratulations to all involved. Particularly successful series of events this year. Thank you.
Anybody else? Councillor Kiss?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and then I would like to add my congratulations, of course, to the committee. It's done some remarkable things this year, and I just noticed on page 26 it talks about Katie Bell photography. Would that have been Katie Brown? It is Brown. I thought she definitely deserved the credit. I did see the video through the tourism site, and it is absolutely incredible. In fact, I looked on our council website too and noticed it was a bit harder to get to. There were a few extra clicks, so tourism was much easier. So I wondered if we might actually be able to have a direct link that popped us straight onto there, because it is well worth watching and it's just such an incredible part of our history. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I'll do a right of reply and just say that,
Okay, good. I was going to say something before the right of reply. I just would like to add that there seems to be a perceptible increase in the knowledge of what's going on with the World Peace Bell in Cowra, and I think little by little we are getting somewhere in educating to the people of the town and surrounding as to what it means, what goes on. So I commend the committee for the work they've done. Right a reply, Councillor Downing.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that none of these things happen without our staff. So Linda and Emma in our community section are amazing, and that will be followed through. That's with the sport and rec one next as well. They do a tremendous amount of work, and that committee is a small committee. They're an older committee. It's a long-standing group of people. And with this money from the bequest from Miss Weir's estate, we've been able to really give it a bit of a shove in the right direction. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Thank you, Councillor Downing. I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Thank you. 3.2, the Cowra Families Info Sport Day. Councillor Downing. Seconder, please. Councillor Fagan.
So
Councillor Downing.
this is a really good report from the director. Clarifies it really well. We held our first Cowra Families into Sport Day on the 13th of October, and that was solely organised by our staff and the Cowra Sport and Recreation Committee, who are a great committee. So on the day we had cricket, rugby league and league tag, soccer, little athletics, triathlon, AFL and golf. The kids, we had 46 children and 20 parents. So the day was designed to encourage parents to come along, to try different sport, kids to try a different sport, and for their parents to come along as well to encourage perhaps participation by parents by getting volunteers and that kind of thing, which our committees need, which is supported by our strategies in the Cowra Sport and Recreation Plan as well. And there has been some increases in the sports that were attended on the day. And we've got to give a shout out to the sponsors, Cowra Motors, the AFL Club and Club Cowra organised heaps of giveaways, prizes, that kind of thing, as well as helping with the day. So it was really good. Mark McLeish is the chairperson of that committee, and he did all the flyers and was the MC on the day. Linda Barron's husband and my husband cooked the barbecue for lunch, so they were on deck. So no, it was a great day and everyone really enjoyed it, and we're hoping to do it again, and there are a couple of changes we can make from the first one that we can learn from. So yeah.
Thank you.
And anyone who's got
Councillor Fagan.
I'd just like to say I really enjoyed reading this report. Thank you very much, both of you. And it's great to see that the Sport and Rec Committee is doing so many active things. And it looks like it was a great day, and I appreciate the fact that the seasonal bit of it may be really interesting. If you have seasonal sporting events, it'll be probably even more successful. Some kids don't like playing the others, do they? So that's really great. Thank you very much, and thank you and congratulations. It looks like a fantastic day.
Anybody else? Councillor Horton.
Yeah, again, just a thank you and a congratulations. Easy report to read, but the day sounded like it was really well subscribed, and seems to me like it creates a platform to build, as you mentioned, for the next one. See if we can, so we've got something we can point to now to say to other sports and other sporting groups, and not just about participation, as you mentioned before, also about volunteerism. So getting those that maybe aren't going to play the sport, but they can help administrate or coach or referee or umpire, or whatever. So yeah, congratulations. Thank you. Well done.
Anybody else? I'd just like to add before I do the right of reply that I take your comment earlier about both of your last two reports about how lucky we are to have the staff we've got. We are a very fortunate position to have staff that support the council the way they do, right from the top right to the bottom. And I think we're very fortunate, and I take your point, and I think it's well made. Right, a reply, Councillor Downing. Right. I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Right. Thank you. 3.3, investments and financial report. Councillor Kiss. Councillor Fagan, thank you. Councillor Kiss.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just briefly, our average term deposit interest rates is still more than the RBA cash rate. So that's a good sign. Our finances are on track. The rates collection in comparisons to previous years is tracking well as well. And again, thank you to the residents who are diligently making their financial contributions. It does make a difference to the well-being of our community, and of course to those who are struggling a bit more, always let us know that you can reach out and reach some sort of financial agreement rather than leaving it to build up. Thank you.
Councillor Fagan.
Just that, thanks, Councillor Kiss has already put all of those relevant points forward, and it's good to see that and as I remind everybody, we do not have $32 million in the bank. We actually only have a restricted amount of money to spend. So that is always the case. It looks good, but we don't have that actual money in our hands, unfortunately. It's good that we have it though, and it's good that it raises interest, and it's good that we have that interest going up. So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Fagan. Anybody else? I'd just like to comment that this council is very financial. We run a responsible budget, and one of the goals, while I'm the mayor, and I'm sure with the previous mayors, that we endeavour to keep it in that situation. And I commend the director on the financials. Right of reply, Councillor Kiss. Not. I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Carried. Any late reports? Notice of motion? Any confidential matters? No. I'll declare the meeting closed at 5